go tiptoe around the issues.
Remember, we don't do woulda, shoulda, coulda, what up in here.
Barbecue and mildew time. Let's go. What's going on, guys? This is your boy Larry. This is the Dixon Way. All about the A Sports Talk. This is the Atlanta Falcons in review. And we got to go over this dang on game with the Falcons versus Chicago Bears. We appreciate every last one of you guys coming through. Hope you guys enjoying the content. If so, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, ding ding, to get all our latest videos. Yeah, and it is 4 o'clock, 4:03 actually in the afternoon on a Tuesday, and Arthur Smith still has his job. Yeah, I wonder why I have like the little cookout flames and stuff like that. Somebody's job and somebody should be on the hot seat. Somebody should be getting fricasseed right now. But I guess PBS wasn't ready for Arthur Blank to make another statement, so he's gonna leave that alone. I guess we got one more chance of making it to the playoffs, and that's what he's gonna hold his decision off of. Me personally, it shouldn't even matter, to be honest. Larry, go back in the room, please. Thank you. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. But let's go over the stats, guys. Now remember, Chicago Bears, like I guess like a couple of weeks ago, these guys only had like 3 wins. 3 or 4 wins at most. And we were at 6 wins. Now we had the same record. 1 game left in the season. Whose future looks like it's going upwards and whose future looks like it's going down in dumps? If you would have asked me this around 6 games ago, there's no way I would have thought that the Falcons and the Bears had the exact same record as each other. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Morena, Happy New Year to you. Appreciate you coming through. Welcome back to the stream. You see my beautiful wife, Shonda, responded to you. Guys, make sure you say hello to the beautiful Shonda. If you see the Dixon Way in the chat, it's most likely her, unless I'm, putting a link in the chat for a raid. But yeah, the Atlanta Falcons got dominated. Cool missed kicks in the snow. Another 2 missed game. I'm not even blaming this on Cool, man. We got a lot more fish to fry. And outside of, no, he's been our most consistent offensive player this season. So, y'all want to get rid of Cool and get another kicker. I hear you. But again, he's leading our team in scoring. So, there's that. If you're sitting there trying to reach and blame the kicker, it's obviously deeper things wrong with this team. It's not like we got everything right and then the kicker is the only thing that's wrong on offense. So it's not the case. And we're going to pop these stats up to show y'all why we think that. All right. Let's look at the game stats, man. Tyler Heineke was 10 for 29 for 163 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Conversely, Justin Fields was 2 for 32, 268 yards, 1 touchdown, I think a rushing touchdown. Yeah, he was pretty efficient. Every time we thought we had him sacked, he would use his, upper body strength and his legs to get out of trouble and extend the play, or you know, extend the play, get a first down, avoid the sack, and throw the ball away too. So yeah. Bijan, pretty decent running game, but we forgot about Algiers and CP this game. So shout out to Algiers leading the team in receptions. That one screenplay that went for 75 yards, that was our one truly explosive play of the game. Shout out to the Bears defense for falling asleep on the screen. And shout out to Algiers for running. And it was blocked up good also. So all around, by far the best play we did that game. All right. Let's see. Miranda said fans want someone to blame, so Koo isn't the person. He hurt his back carrying his team for real. Why can't we just score touchdowns and not rely on field goals? Did we build this team around Koo? Bingo. Bingo. All right, go in the back. All right. That's my point, guys. We didn't build this team around a kicker. So please stop bringing up the kicker. Okay? I mean, like, seriously. I saw some people saying that. And I understand that he missed. I don't have the phone, son. Go ask Mama. Mama got it. He took these out. He didn't want to win. All right. So yeah, I'm not falling for Koo lost the game. I just can't do it, man. As a Falcon fan, watching these games, every game for the entire season, who is the most consistent person on this team? All right. Happy New Year, Tavares. Appreciate you coming through. Fireworks for you also. Happy New Year to everyone. Appreciate you guys coming through. I'm hearing a lot of chatter about Arthur Smith hiring a new offensive coordinator and him just being the head coach, because doing both is overwhelming for him. The consistent player is our defensive line. I don't believe that's true, Tavares. There's not one person on this offensive line that's been consistent throughout this defensive line that's been consistent throughout this season. The most consistent player on this team is Younghoe Koo. He's the leading offensive weapon on this team. Look at the stats. Our defensive line of late have been playing well, getting sacks. But we couldn't buy a sack in the first, 6 games of the season. So I'm talking about throughout the entire season. But yeah, lately they definitely have been playing much better now. I definitely appreciate the defensive effort. But yeah, I just don't subscribe to blame the kicker for a loss. We definitely didn't build this offense around the kicker. Great point, Marina. Thank you, man. Hold up. Let me put this. Let me put that applause in the chat. And you start to get numb to it. So, you know, you argue, fuss, you laugh, you cry about it right after the game. But when you have a couple of days to think about it, you just reserve to the fact that we all got catfish. Shout out to we'll solidify. We definitely we all got catfish, guys. We did. Now we still got a chance to make the playoffs. Hope springs eternal. We still got a chance. I mean, you know, mathematically, we have a chance to win and get in the playoffs. We need the Panthers to upset Tampa Bay like we got upset by them. We need to go into New Orleans and win the game on the road against our hated rivals, who would love nothing more to end our season and win the division at the same time. Because they're facing the same results. The winner of the game, if Tampa Bay lose their game, the winner of the Falcons versus the Saints decide the division and who goes to the playoffs. Ultimate irony, don't you think? Tavares asks, who will be our quarterback versus the Saints? Well, our head coach said that Taylor Heineke will be our starting quarterback for the remainder of the season. He gives us the best chance to win. But he also put Desmond Ritter in at the end of the game. And then threw a pick in 2 plays. Guys, check out that short that my wife put together on our reaction when he put in Ritter and the subsequent interception. It's pure comedy. Happy New Year, C-Dub. I see you, fam. What up, cuz? Yep. Gibby said, we won't win the division. What's up, Gibby? I see you, fam. Welcome back to the stream. It's not a few. Won't win the division. We are handing it to the Fever Bowl for the 58th straight time. Alberto Molina in the building. What up, fam? I see you. That sound a few. Alberto says Dixon was good. Heineke even looks bad in Atlanta. He was balling in Washington. Arthur playbook for a quarterback is not making sense. Great point, sir. Let me give you applause. There's a lot of people that said, hold on. That Arthur Smith would look better if he had better quarterback play. Bah humbug. I think it's a combination of how bad of a quarterback talent we have here, but also situationally, Arthur Smith ain't it. Just not. On the field and off the field. Coming into this season, he chose to have Desmond Ritter and Taylor Heineke as the 1-2 options. He also chose not to have a quarterback competition and just gave it to Ritter. He also chose to do that with Marcus Mariota the previous year. Now, some say, how bad was Ritter last year if he looks like this year? And I understand that point. But if there was going to be a season that you were going to punt on to find out what you had in the rookie quarterback, it was last season. Now, once you got into that Fugazi division race, then of course you're going to keep Mariota going playing. But again, he started off. Oh, you like the short C-Dub? Yeah. All right, Tavares like. I mean, that's just a live reaction from the show. But yeah, I mean, Yeah, it's almost comical. That's why it was so funny. Because it's like if you don't laugh at it, you'll cry. You know what I'm saying? You don't laugh at it, you probably punch a monitor or something. So it's maddening. You know what I'm saying? Marina asks, why do we still have 3 quarterbacks on this roster when we could kick Woodside off to get another kicker to help a person we heavily rely on? Incompetent, toxic author. Well, here's the thing. Technically, he's like emergency, you know what I'm saying? Break in case of emergency glass type of thing. He's not taking up a roster spot per se. He's the extra one that the NFL allows just in case. So, no team's really gonna carry 2 kickers. Cool's had 2 bad games this season. I look at other people percentages and stuff like that, and Cool still isn't no bottom third kicker. So I'm not gonna sit here and blame our best offensive weapon, the most consistent offensive weapon we had this season. No, I can't do that. Oh, okay, Gibby. I think everybody was laughing. Yeah, when Shonda said, wait, did really just throw a pick? Yeah, basically. Well, appreciate you always coming in, Tavares. Thank you, thank you. We ain't to please. C-Dub said he was laughing so hard too, man. It was funny, man. Yeah, I mean, guys, and what made it really funny, man, is you had the Desbians in my stream, like trying to talk bad about, well, trying to pump up Ritter by talking bad about Taylor Heineke. I'm like, it's the same, bro. I mean, Taylor is a little bit better than Ritter, but both are bad backups in the NFL that are forced to start. Guys, and see that's where I get caught up. When people say, well, get him a new offensive coordinator, bring Bieniemy in here, blah, blah, blah. You know, I like the guy. He can be, a leader of men. How? How, guys? How? We have a head coach that said, oh, no, I'm not playing Ritter anymore. It's all about Taylor. Then he goes back. I guess that was just a bench in the rest on Taylor. But again, you bring in Ritter, you know something's gonna happen. It's not gonna be beneficial for the Atlanta Falcons. Okay, son, go in your room, please. Thank you. Uh, hold on, son. So again, man, when you choosing coming into this season with just Ritter and Heineke and not having a true competition and only playing 9 snaps in the preseason for Ritter and saying, hey, he's good. That means as a coach, you don't have a grasp on what it takes to get your players ready. Your decision making is in question now. Stop, Larry. I see the ghost is mad at Pac-Man. Yep. I don't know, man. I think the best thing Arthur Smith has done was authorize the hiring of Jerry Gray and Ryan Nielsen. Because we all assumed that Terry, made those hires, but ain't no coach gonna have someone on his staff that he don't like, So Arthur Smith had to sign off on that also. And vice versa, we all assume that Arthur Smith makes all the offensive picks. But again, shout out to Atlantabirdgang, who had that procedure on going back and looking at the draft picks in the war room. Who had more body language when we picked Pitts? When we picked Bijan? Like he was definitely ready and happy, like he stole the draft by drafting Bijan, even though we had Algiers on this team. What's going on, Ryan, a.k.a. the historian? What up, fam? I see. That sounded for you. Ryan says, until we stop using a hiring firm to bring in coaches and let the GM do it, we're still going to have issues. I feel you. We need to know if Rich McKay has a hand in who is being picked. They hire a firm. They vet everything out where they give probably Rich McKay all of the candidates, and maybe Rich McKay is the one that vets them out and hands the list who he thinks will be suitable. We don't know. I would love to find that question out. Is any of these reporters, these local beat reporters, actually asking the tough questions for the organization? Is Terry Fontenot available to answer questions? We saw Arthur Blank have a little video and stuff like that. Did we see that from our GM? I don't recall it. If someone's seen it, let me know. Shoot me the link so I can go check it out. See, Doug said 92.9 the game. Want to do a fluff piece with Terry Fontenot too? Sorry, CW, you didn't say that, but I kind of figured that's what you meant. Let me know if I was wrong. Almost like someone is listening to us. I know they listen to us because they got an official commercial talking about turn your radio down and turn up 92.9 the game. Where do you think they got that from? We appreciate it, man, though. Lets me know you're listening. I even heard Alex Anthopoulos repeat that same slogan to them when they were talking to Alex Anthopoulos today. Like they made it up. I can't. But anyway, let's don't get on there. It ain't about me. It ain't about Dixon Way. It's about trying to see if we can get the answers from our GM. We would think we could, or he'll be available to the local media to answer those tough questions. But I don't know. So C Dub said the funny one, part of the website is praising Terry Fontenot, while Mike Bell is asking, why is Terry not getting any heat? Well, see, I think Mike Bell listens to the Waffle House. Shout out to Tidy and Atlantabirdgang. I think he'd be listening to the Waffle House. I hear some of the stuff that we be talking about. But they won't bring it up like we do. They may put it in a very political correct way to ask the question. And we got to understand they are the flagship. They cannot be openly bashing the team in the front office like fans would with their displeasure. We are not up in the Northeast, and that will not be tolerated down here. What I will say is that I would like to know who has, I hear that they are, lock sync on all the draft picks and stuff like that, and on the roster moves. If I take that face value, then both Arthur and Terry are responsible for this roster, or lack thereof, the continuity of it. If they're getting players that this coach does not know how to use properly, that's a problem on the coach and the GM. If both of them agree that coming into this season with Ritter and Taylor Heineke was a winning solution, then again, that's a problem. So right now, when I look at national media stuff and they're talking about Justin Fields, and if the Bears are gonna go and draft Caleb Williams or Drake Mays, who would he first? Who would Justin Fields fit with the most? The first team they say are the Atlanta Falcons. The first thing on the entire panel, one person say Atlanta Falcons, the other person said, well, you stole my thunder, and they expound on it a little bit more, and then the other person come right behind him, like, well, I really don't need to say nothing because y'all said what I had to say. Yeah, the Falcons would be stupid not to go get him, especially after they pass after Lamar. They bring that up just to dig in our back a little bit. When Joy on Speak said Atlanta Falcons ain't trying to win this year. They're not in the business of winning. A lot of Falcon fans got up in arms about it. Who is this chick on Fox Sports to be talking about us? She don't know our team. Flash forward to the end of the season. Coming into the season with just Desmond Ritter and Taylor Heineke obviously proved not to be a winning combination, to say the least. So that's what the national media thinks about us now, potential prospects going into the offseason. Most of them feel like the Falcons will try to heavily go after Justin Fields. I'm not sure because I think that Arthur Smith passed on him initially. So I don't think that he wants Justin Fields as his quarterback. And that's a heck of an audition if, playing against us. And the kid came out and said, I don't know, this might be my last game at Soldier Field. So I'm going to go out and leave it all out there. Thank you to the fans. It is what it is. And at the end of the game, they would chant his name. Justin. So, in my opinion, I think the Atlanta Falcons solidified Justin Fields staying there. Now, mind you, they may fire the coach. They got a new GM. He didn't draft Justin Fields. And if he gets a new coach, I'm sure the new coach don't want to be saddled with someone else's baggage. C Dub said I do, especially with toxic Arthur. Yeah. So yes, sir. Okay, put it back. All right, go in the back. Put that down, please. All right, go in your room. Now, what are the solutions, guys? We got the draft coming up, and we gotta basically look into, we're gonna move up and give Chicago a gang of picks, present and future, to try to move up to get Caleb Williams or Drake Mays or Jaden Daniels, or we're gonna stand pat and see what happens, and maybe Maybe Michael Penix Jr. might fall in our lap like Justin Fields. And I know a lot of people are saying, man, Michael Penix Jr., man, he got too much injury problems, man. It's too risky. And I look at them and I say, man, y'all sit there and watch that kid play. And especially after the game last night, the kid is the best thrower of the football in this draft. He can throw at all arm angles. He can throw off the back foot and throw it 40 yards on the rope. He did it straight down the field. He could drop it in a bucket. So many of those passes. And I know a lot of people say he has possibly the second best receiving core in the nation outside of LSU. I got you. But again, the way he was dropping those passes in there, let me have some of that on this Falcons team, please. Goes to Judah Try. What's up, man? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. You want Justin Fields? You get it for a price. Nah. I don't want Justin Fields. I'd rather stay packed and go ahead and let Michael Penix Jr. fall in our lap. Because with his injury history, a lot of teams are going to back off of him. Now, if he wins the national championship, that may boost him up well within the top 10, and we may have to trade in anyway. But there's at least 4 quarterbacks in front of him as of this moment. So I'm not gonna be like the Carolina Panthers and give up my future draft picks, a whole bunch of my future, going up to try to get a quarterback. Nope. I'd rather, if you got at least 5 quarterbacks that's a possible franchise quarterbacks in this draft, potentially one of the best drafts for quarterbacks in a while, you can stand pat. You don't have to jump up to the number 3. You said you feel like the getting him a J.J. McCarthy. No, I don't need Ritter 2.0. You can keep McCarthy. I feel like the Falcons would trade for Fields first. Jeff, what's going on? Jeff, how you doing, man? You and Judy, y'all get that sound. Appreciate y'all coming through. Welcome to the stream. Well, I just feel like Arthur Smith did not like Justin Fields. Or Arthur Smith and Terry really didn't like Justin Fields coming out of college. So I don't know what will be different now. Personally, I want Arthur Smith gone. I don't think he's fit to be a head coach. Hell, I need to see him be an offensive coordinator on a team that don't have a Hall of Fame running back first to see if he can actually call plays. Nah, I don't need I need my picks. So, not giving up a lot for Justin Fields. That's not advantageous for our team. Now, if I had to choose, if I couldn't get my pick, then they could talk. But that conversation will happen in the second round. It won't happen in the first. Because he's only on one, he only got one more year on his deal. So, the ransom you think you're going to get for him, you're really not going to get it. I know Chicago Bears fans are hoping that someone like the Falcons, who are super desperate for a quarterback, give them a king's ransom on someone they want to get rid of. But I don't think that's going to happen. Terry has never reached in the draft. He's always stayed pat. So we'll see. It would be different, though, if he did go up. That would show a sign of desperation that, frankly, this team needs to have moving forward. But no one should feel safe in this organization, to be honest. We're staring at another 7-10 season right in the face. So Marina said, I don't feel like we're making any upward moves. Not drafting a quarterback, not getting rid of Arthur Smith. Blank is just content where he is. I'm convinced. Feels like that, don't it? Oh, they're talking about Justin Fields right now on NFL Live. Yep. Threw for a touchdown, run for a touchdown. Yep, they're showing it right now. Imagine. Great job. And Dan Orlovsky is about to go over his film and tell us why, what he was doing, and how he was controlling the game with his eyes and his arms and his legs. Interesting. Yep. Had him isolated. I see the play. Mm-hmm. Run the curl in and the out by the guy in the slot. Put DJ Moore in the slot. He just ran that out on him. Bing, bing. Yep. See, Double said, I feel like we'll get outbidded like we get every time when we need something. All right, that's fair. That's definitely fair. All right. I kind of feel I understand how you feel about that, C-Dub. But what I'm thinking is that if the Falcons are actually going to go after quarterback in the offseason, I think most likely it's going to be Kirk Cousins. I know no one wants to hear that. I don't think the Falcons want to deal with anyone trying to trade picks and stuff like that. I think the Falcons want to keep their picks, whatever pick they have. Now, I think they're going to go after Kirk Cousins. I just got a feeling they're going to go after Kirk Cousins. He kind of is on that Tannehill type of train, but better. I feel that if he wanted Justin Fields, he would have drafted him. Either Terry or Arthur Smith. And maybe they were really high on maybe we go after Trey Lance. That's the rumors are that they really wanted Trey Lance. Yeah. That's what I was talking about, C-Dub. They go with Kirk Cousins or Tannehill, or do they do the really risky thing and go after Lance? See, I've seen a lot of people saying that in Falcon Land too. Like, oh, we're going to go after Trey Lance. For what? Trey Lance has never shown anything. That'll be just like starting with Ritter. We already see that he struggles with a inexperienced quarterback. So why would we give anything for Lance to the Cowboys. I mean, I don't know. I don't think Lance is even a possibility, to be honest. Some Chicago fans think that might have been a please pay me type of game for Justin Fields. You know, contract year type of game for Justin Fields. You know what I'm saying? Guys, we don't know if Arthur Smith is going to be back. The arrow is trending up that he's going to be back. But again, Arthur Blank did not, I don't think Arthur Blank went to the Chicago game. I'm pretty sure he's going to go to the Saints game. If we lose that in blowout fashion, that might be it. But then again, he may be reserved to the fact to let him coach one more year. To give his coach his full contract. I mean, he only had a 4-year contract. I don't know what you need to see to make you feel like he deserves another year, but I don't know. That is for Mr. Blank to answer. And that's it right there. All right, so we had and I think the reaction to when Ritter came in and he threw that pick in 2 plays, I think the reaction why we were laughing so hard because we just had people in there trying to, dog out Taylor to elevate Ritter and saying like people saying Ritter would have had this team close or we possibly could have been winning with Ritter right now. And I don't know, man. It's just a mess, bro. It's just a mess. I just hope we don't get fleeced trying to move up in the draft. Because we still have a lot of needs on this team that we need to, situate out. So that's kind of where I'm at right now, guys. If the Falcons move up and give up a whole bunch to, I think, like a second round, just depends. I mean, it'll be real nice if the Jaguars pick up Ridley and re-sign him. That way we can get an extra second rounder. Now we get the Jaguars second rounder here. Here's the second rounder you want. There you go. Second rounder and a future third. Okay. But anything else higher than that? First, nah. Y'all don't keep Justin Fields. And y'all keep that draft pick. So yeah. That's where I'm at, man. I was really upset. But now I'm just reserved to the fact that, hey, if my owner don't care, well, I'm gonna raise my blood pressure. I mean, you got CP84 retweeting stuff that people said, I don't know why they called you the Joker. Like Arthur Smith knew how to use you. And it was all a lie. And then Cordell Patterson just retweeted it and said, yeah, we were all lied to, or something to that effect. Wow. And he didn't backtrack that. Like he said something similar in the middle of the season. But he walked it back because I guess Arthur Smith saw it and got on his neck about it. He came out, oh no, I wasn't, getting on Arthur Smith about not using me, I just want the ball, I just want to help this team win any way I can. That's all. My comment was misconstrued. and taken in the wrong context. You know, if you hear what I have to say instead of just reading the word, it comes out really different. That's what he said. No such retraction this time. None. Not one retraction. But hey, the season almost over with, and people know they ain't gonna be here. So it kind of is what it is on that. So yeah, let's see. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and put the link up. I'll put the link in the chat. You guys want to come in and talk, you're welcome to it. If not, and we're gonna get about it's about 45 minutes, no, 48 minutes into the show. So we'll open up the floodgates, let you guys talk about it. There you go. Oh yeah. Let's see how many sacks. Cause we know about the interceptions. Atlanta defense. Jesse Bates had 11 solo tackles. No, 11 total tackles, 9 solo, 1 tackle for loss. That was a good play too. Kate Ellis played well too. Um, Considering. But yeah, overall, man, defense got tired. It actually was playing well at a certain point, but they just got tired, man. It's the story of the season. Defense played well in the first half, get tired, give up points, lose hope. You know what I'm saying? Defense get tired and lose hope. It kind of is what it is. It's backbreaking, man. Demoralizing. Guys coming out there busting their hump, trying to get the win. And a turnover, a missed field goal, turnover. Yes. These guys on the field for majority of the game trying to get something done. I don't know. And missing tackles. Now, the missing tackles was kind of atrocious, to be honest. I mean, we had Justin Fields sacked about 3 different occasions, and he just Houdini escaped it. I was like, wow. I was like, is this Justin Fields or Lamar Jackson? I'm watching right now. I was pretty amazed with it. I was like, oh, wow, that's not really good. Wallace Smith, what's up, man? How you doing, man? Happy New Year to you. Thank you for coming through. Appreciate you coming through. That sounded for you, man. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everyone out there. Yeah, it would have been much better if these Falcons could have won. But there was some great college football games last night. Great games. Michigan pulling out at the end against Bama. And then Washington winning. You know what I'm saying? Going to the last second. Like all these games went to the last second or overtime. So that was a good time, man. Now the game lasted a long time. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it was good games, man. Yep. So a lot of future quarterbacks that the Falcons will be looking at. Bo Nix looked excellent against Liberty. It was Liberty though. He looks the part. I personally don't trust him though, but we might. I mean, he could fall in our lap too. So a lot of quarterbacks in this draft, and we don't have to reach up. But if you eye that person, that's who you want, then go get him. Uh, Russell Wilson coming here. I know I was on the cook. I know I was on the Waffle House set. I didn't want no parts of it. I started to think about it more, and I don't. I mean, anything will be good right now if we could get Michael Penix. And I would definitely like if he just fell in our lap like Justin Fields did, but we didn't take him. With the injury history, he may fall in our lap. If that dude fall in our lap, go ahead and get Russ. Actually, I think Russ is going to be available before the draft, right? So you might have to go ahead and get Russ regardless. Oh no, they got to cut him first, and then you pick him up. Yeah, you got to cut him. They'll still be paying him, kind of like what Matt Ryan did. So Matt Ryan got cut. He was owed like what? 12, 15, 20 million, something like that. He was owed over $12 million. They basically paid him to go sit down. Like, go on about yourself. Now, if he would have re-signed with another team, my understanding, I guess his contract say if he signed with another team, then they would have been clear of it. But that's why he just stayed in the booth. So, and I don't know if Russell Wilson deal is like that also. But when everybody else is saying that Russell Wilson get his money regardless, and he get cut, and he can come play for us for peanuts. But I think there's going to be a bidding war for Russell Wilson. I don't think he's going to be getting peanuts because I think there's enough teams out there that want a quarterback that we might get in a bidding war. I really don't feel comfortable in a bidding war giving up more assets than just money for Russell Wilson. Walter Smith says, I don't think Russell is going to want to come to us, and they had to cut him before free agency start. So they won't have to pay him. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to understand, because there's a lot of people out here on different shows thinking that he's going to get paid regardless. Now, my understanding is if you can't find a trade partner within that time, then you're supposed to cut him. So now all the money that you owe them on a deal get retrofitted to your salary cap. Kind of like how Matt Ryan and Julio was with the Falcons. So I don't know. That's as long as it don't give us no kind of penalty with the money. But yeah, I don't think Russ would pick us openly, to be honest. Yeah, Russ probably gonna. You look at the situation. Who's gonna want to come here with Arthur Smith as the head coach? I'm just being honest. What veteran can we lure here, or is it just all about the money? Are the Falcons going to overspend and try to get Russell Wilson here so they can keep their draft picks? Or they're gonna draft a quarterback after getting Russ, or they're gonna say the heck with that. We're gonna draft defense or whatever they deem they need to help this team try to win tomorrow. And they ain't thinking about the future, because if they don't win next season, Arthur and Terry are gone. If Arthur's not gone, when this season ends, then most likely they'll probably fire Terry and Arthur next season if we don't make the necessary steps to improve this team. Arthur Blank did say they're a package deal, so I mean, definitely said that. But I see where you're coming from, though, Wallace. I see where you're coming from. Yeah, to get beat by 37-17. By the Chicago Bears. Not some high power offense like the Ravens or San Francisco or Miami Dolphins or even the Cowboys. It's the Bears, bro. Oh yeah, another reason why I'm mad, man. I made a wager with my cousin, a Snuggie wager. So the loser had to wear the other team's Snuggie. So I got a Chicago Bears Snuggie that'll be here on Thursday, and I gotta wear it with the subsequent stream. So yeah, if y'all see me doing a stream in a Bears Snuggie, that's why. Just all the way bad. But yeah, it's going on an hour. We're about to end this show, man. Thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate the banter and the back and forth. Thank you guys for the good questions. All right. And oh no, before we go, let's talk about Raymond Souls. What's up, man? How you doing? Welcome back to the stream. We'll talk about Falcons versus Saints. Falcons have a chance to go to the playoffs. All right, so Wallace Smith is clearing it up for me. He said the Broncos will have to pay Russell for 2 years left on his contract if he's on the roster after March. Ah, okay, I got you. So they're looking to cut him before March. Okay, son. Okay. All right, I got you. Okay, I will, son. Okay. So they will. Now, if that's the case, they definitely gonna be pulling that trigger real soon. And no one in the NFL is gonna take his contract, so he's gonna reach free agency. Or excuse me, he's gonna reach the free agency. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna cut him. So with that being said, Russ is gonna be able to go to any team he wants. And if Minnesota doesn't want to retain Kirk Cousins, I'm sure that's a location he would rather go. Remember, Russ always makes those lists of his landing spots. I don't know anyone who's going to mark the Falcons as a landing spot unless we're going to overpay for him. Then he would definitely land here. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. If he's going to be a free agent, he's free to choose to go wherever he wants to. And if it becomes a bidding war and the money is same, then I don't know how many teams we can beat out realistically to get the service of Russ. And the Broncos would take an $85 million cap hit. So the Broncos will be doing what we did last season, basically. So the Broncos will be doing what the Atlanta Falcons did and just take on an enormous amount of salary cap. All right. Well, if they do that, they definitely won't Russ. Yeah, I think it's over, man. When you bench a player like that at the end of the season, that's why when people ask who's gonna be starting, man, I mean, unless Taylor Heineke is hurt, they had Arthur Smith say that Taylor Heineke will be the starter for the rest of the season. So I'm expecting that to be the same. So I mean, the man is coaching for his coaching career right now. He understands that. He pretty much is saying it in his press conferences. So do you guys think that we can beat the Saints? And or better yet, do you think the Panthers can upset the Buccaneers and give us an opportunity? Because I think the games are going to be going on at the same time. There'll be a lot of scoreboard watching, to be honest. It will be a lot of scoreboard watching. Hmm. Could come down to the last game or the last play against the Saints. Falcons versus Saints for the division. Wow. And if Carolina wins and the Saints wins, they win the division. So yeah. So the Falcons and the Saints need Carolina to beat Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now we look at the scoreboard, and the score is 21-0 in the first quarter or going into halftime with the Buccaneers. You know, might be kiss the baby time right then. Steel City checking in before we leave out. Appreciate you coming through. Yeah, this team plays like an NFC South team, contending team one week, and then plays like the Panthers the next week. Unfortunately, man, you're right about it. Unfortunately, you're right about it. Players get paid to play. Coaches get played, devise the right strategy to compete and win in the NFL. I guess the last game, not this previous game, but the game before that with Indianapolis, I guess that was our best coach game. Did we feel like the offense out schemed the Colts? No, I wouldn't say that. But it might have been one of our cleanest games of the season. Actually, it was the cleanest game. Offense, defense, special teams against the Colts. If Baker Mayfield doesn't play, the Panthers might pull it out. Hold up, is he hurt? Is Baker Mayfield hurt? Hold up. Hold up. So you're saying there's a chance. Now, if Baker is healthy, he's going to play. Hmm. Yo, that's another team that we lost to, guys. Look at that. Tennessee, 3 points. Will Levis is losing his job. No, Levis got hurt. I apologize. He got hurt. Now, Arizona beating Philly, that makes me feel a little bit better. All right, turn that down, son. Turn the volume down, please. Thank you. All right, go in the room, please. Thank you. All right, so Tampa Bay. Let's see if what is it? Tyler. Oh, Tiger Moth. Yeah, Tiger Moth Caterpillar. Good job. Man, I had to come over here and see if he got hurt. Let's see. Is that why they lost? Nah, Baker threw for 309 yards. He had 2 touchdowns but 2 interceptions also. And Derek used car, 197 yards, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. That's why they won. They won the turnover battle. Yeah, they won the turnover battle. So yeah, Derek Carr's probably gonna play. Most likely he's gonna play. So yeah, my prediction on the game, I'm gonna go a homer pick because I do not want to lose to the Saints. I don't think us winning is gonna. I think Arthur Blank is already gonna retain Arthur Smith. I think that's been put in the books. So us losing or winning, I don't think he's gonna pull the trigger. I just don't. So go win, but Tampa Bay wins. Yeah. So they're 8-8. We're 7-8. Saints are 8-8. Oh no. We're 7-9. Excuse me, 7-9. Yeah, we're 7-9. So we got to win to knock them back down to us. So Tampa Bay lose. We beat the Saints. We all end up 8-9. Falcons win the division at 8-9. All right. That's what it is. What's up, Terry? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Well, let me highlight you. I'm trying. It's stuck. There we go, Terry. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. It sounds good. He said, what's up? Do you think we can make the playoffs? Yeah, we got too many variables, man, to be honest. I just can't see Tampa Bay losing to the Panthers. I just can't see it. I can see us beating the Saints. We've already done it. I can see us beating the Saints. I just can't see Tampa Bay losing to the Panthers in a must-win game to win the division. Either win or go home. That's basically what it is. I can't see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers losing a game to the Panthers for a win and go home situation. I can see the Falcons going in New Orleans and beating them. But making the playoffs is just seems like a hill we're not going to be able to jump over this year. And if we end up 8-9, it's better than 7-10. At least it will be for Arthur Blank. So, will it be for the fan base? That's another story. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for stopping through. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Please check us out tonight as we will be having a national game going on. Let me go to the schedule. So you guys can see the schedule. And I'm just going to put the link in the chat just in case you guys didn't have it. Hey, we're on right now. Awesome. We got a national game coming up right now. Boston versus Oklahoma Thunder. Oklahoma City Thunder. And the reason why I don't want to watch this game is because we play the Thunder tomorrow. So I want to see how this team plays, because I know they got to be on the back-to-back and they play against us. So the Hawks should have the advantage, in my opinion. They should have the advantage. All right, so that's the game. We're going to have a national game between two of the top teams in the NBA right now. We got Boston on the road against OKC. A very young but a very good team, well coached, with a heck of a lot of talent. They was in the process for a long time. They about the process now, man. They hooping. So I'll watch this game, and then tomorrow we'll see the Thunder come here to Atlanta, Georgia, to face us on a back-to-back, on a road trip back-to-back. They were at home for this game, and then they'll be on the road tomorrow against our Atlanta Hawks. So I definitely want to see these two teams play against each other just to see where we need to go. Whoever wins this game, and then compare it to the Hawks versus Thunder and see where we need to go. And the Hawks won their last game against Washington, as they should. But yeah, we got a mean potatoes 8-game stretch that we got to put it together. All right, guys, click on that link. Make sure you check us out tonight for the national basketball game. And then tomorrow we'll have the Hawks versus OKC also. Next week we're going to have the championship game. And, of course, we'll have the Saints versus Falcons. Division deciding game. As it should be. All right, guys, we're up out of this thing, man. Peace up, A-Town down. Happy New Year to everyone. Definitely Happy New Year to everyone. You guys have a blessed rest of your day. And let's rise up, Falcons, please. Pretty please. Well, yeah, I definitely want Michael Penix Jr. Plain and simple. I'm not worried about his injury history. Kid can sling the football. Like, nah. I'll take the risk. I'll take the risk. I need that quarterback with that arm on this team. He was dropping things in a bucket. That's perfect, man. I'm like, okay. All right, guys. We're up out of here. Deuce.